Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. You know, it is only November the 16th and we've already been inundated with Christmas ads and buy this and buy that. And you know, there's a way to buy differently and do something nice over the holidays.
Yeah, absolutely. You can give a gift by giving charitably. Robyn Gunn joining us from the Smart Cookies to talk about charitable giving and really celebrating the holidays the proper way. Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you guys?
Good, nice to see you.
So tell us about what we're talking about today.
So today we're talking about ways you can give without it costing you a lot of money, because charitable giving, according to Stats Canada, is down $1 billion in the last 3 years. So.
Wow.
But that's not surprising considering the economy and that sort of thing. It is really depressing.
It is depressing because especially this is when people need things the most as well. So I understand why it's happening. I think also people, you know, because they're not giving as much, they're not getting the tax credits, which is important as well. So.
Well, and I've had this conversation with people that it's because we don't have that sort of central, it used to be the church, it's been other things throughout history, of ways that you gave back to your community. So if it's not top of mind for people, they just don't think of it sometimes.
For sure. I think people are a little skeptical as well because of all the administration costs as well. Exactly. Yeah. So we have some ideas today on ways you can give and make sure your money's going.
All right, where are we going to begin?
With the phone?
So the first one is text to give. And if you contact your mobile provider, often you can donate money that way. So $5 here, $10 here. This is especially popular when there's some sort of disaster. So when the earthquakes in
Japanese tsunami relief and
the Red Cross does that quite often.
Exactly, exactly. So that's a great way to give, you know, $5 or $10, and it all adds up.
But you don't have to wait till a crisis.
You don't.
No.
And you can always give. That's right. And you don't have to wait till Christmas either.
And let's talk about using your air miles and Aeroplan and all those things that kind of add up that we forget about and never use.
And never use, right? So yeah, air miles, also your American Express card, you can donate your points.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that either.
You can.
Can you choose, or do they have a list of charities on their website?
There's a list of charities on there. So yeah, go to your Air Miles website and there's a bunch of charities.
Very cool.
It's a brilliant idea. I love that. And the idea of ethical buying. People sort of get it, they sort of don't, and there's not a lot of brand awareness for a lot of people of what they can buy and give an impact as they're purchasing. Exactly,
and I love Tom's shoes because every time you buy a pair,
great story.
Gives to Africa, a kid in Africa a pair of shoes, right? Also, 7th generation diapers. They've donated 250,000 diapers to women's shelters across Canada. So,
that's amazing.
Yeah.
So when you buy
this
them,
year,
wow.
So you buy a pack and they donate a pack to a women's shelter, and also they're better for the environment. So
yeah, absolutely. They don't have all the bleaches and everything and chemicals.
Briefly mentioned off the top tax time and tax credits and tax receipts, but there's a lot of stuff I actually didn't know about that you can save them over time. Tell us about how you can benefit on your taxes when you do give.
Yeah. So the important thing to know with tax giving is you have to give a minimum. So it's usually check in with your charities. It's usually $10 to get a tax receipt. Yeah. So if you donate $200 or more over the year, though, you're going to have more credits. So it's 15% a tax credit up to $200, and then once you donate more, 29%.
And
so that's
people don't
saving.
realize as well that as a couple, if you're in a relationship and you're filing taxes that way, you can put it all to one person's income.
You should, right? Because then you get a bigger tax spread.
So you put it in one person's name so you get the larger credit.
Exactly. So, and you can also carry it over for 5 years. So that's important to know as well.
So that's the thing I didn't know, that you can carry it over.
Exactly.
I like the Smart Cookie. As you're giving, you're also saving.
Exactly.
So you can feel good about the overindulgent holiday.
You can.
As you go along.
Yeah.
Have you ever actually watched any of the videos on the Tom's website?
Yeah.
And seen them do the shoe drops? They're just...
It's amazing, isn't it? I know, I love it.
It just makes you realize what's possible, right? And such a simple idea, and people, like you said, get really jaded about it, but it's just a simple and beautiful idea. I love it.
And being a new mom, they have the cutest kids.
They do. And it's an excuse to buy shoes.
Exactly.
Your daughter's in the green room right now, I'm sure, so we'll let you get back to her.
Thank you so much.
Robyn.
If you want more information, you can go to the Smart Cookies website. Tons of great information about how you can save money, not just over the holidays and your gift giving, but tons of great advice.
Very nice. We're going to take a break. When we come back,